Hello and welcome to the 2023 VNEA Pool Championships here live from the Westgate Casino Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm the voice Dan Krupinski here, joining the booth with Mr. Scott Simonetti. We've got Out of Shape and Action Palace in the men's teams 8-ball.
Thank you, Danny, for that nice intro. I am Scott Simonetti, like you said, with Omega Billiards TV. This is a Masters division, so it's their highest level, and these guys can play. So you got 5 team members, all play real good pool. Looks like Team Canada, but what's their real name? Out of Shape? No, they're Action Palace, but it looks like it's Canada, so I got it now. So the big guy is blocking our team camera view. I'm not telling them to move. The guy's pretty big. Hopefully he plays soon. All right, so I do believe they're going to start off where Team Canada didn't win the break. I don't know if they got the signal that they could start, but I'm going to get their attention, let them know.
All right, guys.
So we'll be getting underway. This is both teams, it's their first match of the day. So I know one other team, maybe they played a match. I don't know who got a bye or whatnot, but Out of Shape. They have not played yet. Maybe Action Palace has. You would know better than me. But we're still going to wait for them to get started. So why don't we go to a quick players break just so we can make sure that they all know. No players break. They're going to start here. They're walking into the arena. Here comes Nate. I know Nate from Out of Shape. That rhymes. But I do have these gentlemen's first names. I'm going to try and match their names to faces. I just met them, shook their hands. I'm trying to remember who is who. Anyway, while they're getting started, you can find us at Omega Billiards TV. We have our YouTube channel, and we also have a Facebook page. We're live streaming for free. So if you know these people's friends and families, go tag them, share it to them, let them know their friends and families are playing. So I also know Alex, but I don't think Alex is playing. Action Palace. You know what? Hold on 1 second. We got the one team. One piece and one team. That's not Out of Shape. This is the other match. The other game. Not that one. Hold on, man. Stop swinging. Damn. So can't keep clicking. We got to find out their team name. Go down there and ask that guy immediately. What's his team name? Okay. We are back. We got just the names of these guys. Teams, but I do know the players. And if they did begin, I think they started. Let's see. We're updating the team names. So one team, Tailgators. They're the Canadian team. And I believe this is Canadian Giorgio at the table. Yes, it is. And he is Stripes. And we're settled in now. Thanks for that little understanding about the mishap. Guys were he scratched off he got kissed and scratched. Maybe they're just still practicing. Yep. No one wants to start the game. Well, we're going to wait on these guys. They were told to start at 4:30. I'm not the patrolman here. But it looks like they're still like at their own table. There's the Pitbulls are on one side and the Tailgators are on the other. Did you tell them they could start?
Yes, I did.
See how you do that, bro? Danny, see how you do that? That's your job. All right. I finally had to go yell at a bunch of big guys. These guys are enormous. I'm 5'3". All right. So now it's official. Okay. So Ken is grabbing the balls from Team Pitbulls. Let's see who the Tailgators are putting up. Man, I'm going to call them Team Canada a whole lot, I think. I mean, it's hard not to. Well, I guess it's easy not to. But Tailgators are putting, I think they're starting up with, I'm going to say this is Ron. Big Ron, yes.
I would also like to thank Omega Billiards TV. Thank you guys for tuning in. I Want Simonis, Acme Cases, Diamond Tables, Aramith Billiard Balls, and of course Omega, the alpha of billiards, for sponsoring this stream and the event.
Thank you, Daniel. And we're finally on our way to start. Big Ken to break them up. These guys are all run-out players, so open tables are going to disappear. If balls get cluttered, that's where they're going to have to work. But I don't expect to see a lot of missed shots. If they aim down on it, I expect it to go in. Table's still open. Looks like if he cuts the 11, cuts the 14 in the side, it doesn't pass the 7. Maybe bump these balls. Calls in the side, 14 ball. Okay, just a little chunky. Still open table for Big Ron. I guess if anything, the 13 doesn't go past to the pocket to the 11. Not that it's going to stay there, but if just looking might be a problem you got to bump into. I think if anything, maybe you roll the 11, try and nudge 13 off that back rail. Get the 9 for insurance. But he's going to go solids. Opens up the 8, but now he's a little bit snookered. I don't think he could cut the 3 in clean. Not sure he could maybe cut the 6, but this is tough. Tough. Not sure Ron could even play a good safe. Not even sure you could see the edge of the 6. You might have to kick at the back of the 6. So you're going to need a rail. So he had an edge. Tries to make it tough. Just too much to defend. So maybe a little bad position is going to bring Ken back to the table. Looks pretty open. If you could get the first ball down, I think the table will open up. Or a pattern, or easy pattern will develop real quick. It looks like he's going to rip into this thing. Okay, just gets off the rail. I think you always ticky the 9 off the 3 to open up that 10 ball. But you want to be kind of close with a real good angle where you don't have to be cutting on the 9 to make it ticky off the 3. Always got this 12 ball up the corner. That ball looks like a 10 ball. 12 ball. Yes, sir. Yes. If there's a way to fix it, either way. If not, don't worry.
I'll adjust it
later. Floats that 10 in. I don't know if he's got any better look. He's going to have to go on this 14 to get a better look. So we could get, that's another combo. I guess the 15-9 goes. It's just, I want to get that other ball free. I'm sure you could bank the 10, but. Okay, same thing. Good control. Good control. That's a nice setup he has there. Step 1. It's a nice hit. Very nice. Very nice. A lot of control. He controlled the second ball of that combo real nice. He controlled everything that was going to happen after contact in that corner. Good pool. Looks like Ken's going to get this first opening game of our match on the stream table. Looks like you could just roll it up. Straight in 8-ball, top right-hand corner. Okay, that was some good shooting. Clean out. Let's see who's next up. Next up for the Tailgators. I'm sorry, next up, let's see. For the Tailgaters, it's going to be, don't know. Pitbulls. Pitbulls is Greg. Nope, Steven. I'm sorry. Tailgaters. Okay. So Canada is who? Pitbulls? Pitbulls are from Canada there, Daniel? Who's Team Canada's name? How about you? I just asked that.
Tailgators.
There we go. Thank you for that help. So that puts on the other side. Team Canada, we have Steve up. So Steve versus Greg. Second game. 20-3 score update. They do have a secondary table that they're bouncing on. We'll try and cut to that if there's any downtime on this main table, but they just keep rolling in players. Okay, looks like he's going straight up on the 1-ball. Good break. Pockets a ball, ends up real deep on this bottom rail. Looks like if you get the first one down, the out is open. Gotta get the first one down. 14 in the side. Start things off. Ooh. Hits both points, but gets it down. Maybe he got on this 11 because I don't think the 10 goes past the 2. If he got on that 11, nice. So you got to play for it because I don't think the 10, if there's any problems, that would be it. Just have to shoot around that. But I don't think it goes clean past the 2. Easy side pocket. All right. Maybe he could roll and play the 10 bottom left corner. I don't know how straight he is. But maybe he could roll and drop towards and drift towards that back rail, top rail. Nope. Move him around. Move him around. Got to come with a shot. Makes this one, I think he'll get out, but you got to come with this one. He's got his choice of pockets. Looks like he's going bottom left. Splits the pocket. Nice shot. This is a tight squeeze. Tight squeeze. I don't think he could play that ball. Yeah, I think he's going to go 13 first. And if he moves the 13, I think he could squeeze the 12 past the 3. The problem is the 12 don't pass the 13. Once he clears that 13, if he takes a look at it again, it goes past the 3. He's just got to clear everything, get back to center table. Swing that 13 around and come all the way out. Maybe you don't see it because you got to move the 13 to see it. But then it fits. Okay, maybe he does. Of course he does. Nope. He's got a bank. He has a bank. Just might be touchy to hold for the 8. Might have to just draw and drag. Not enough steam. Yeah, the bank comes up short. Looked like he had it the other way. But it's a wide open table for Steve. Steve just got to hit all his spots and he'll be out. He has a plan in his head. Just hit those spots. So that's a good spot. That was one of the spots I thought he had to think about, and he got perfect on it. And I think this shot finishes the rack. Hey, Tailgators are trying to clean out this rack to dig into this 30-7 lead. Little sharp, just got to twist and turn a little, but it'll definitely make it. Just a little sharp than he wanted. Nice little touch. Everything's all better. Steve from the Tailgate is going to cut into this lead, I believe, once he pockets this 8 ball. That was a good out. Nice out. Nice out. That was pretty good. You know what? While we got a second here, let's just take a peek at our secondary table. See what's going on over here. There's nothing to watch here. Stop. Into action. I gotta see this guy's face. But it's Team Tailgators with the break. Big Ron. That's Big Ron again. I think he broke try, no? Let's see. Yeah, he broke try. It looks like we got Jeremy now. Looks like Jeremy wants stripes. Looks like a good decision. Might be able to get out right from here. Yeah. This was the ball. He's good on it, and it fits. So it could lead to a real nice, quick game. Okay, we're moving into round 2. Score update is Pitbulls 46, Tailgators 18. Jeremy needs to get good on one ball here, and I think it will seal the deal. This last ball, get up. Yeah, with that 8 ball sitting in the middle of the table, got to figure Jeremy shoots real well, could navigate these balls and increase the lead for the Pitbulls. Dry break leads to a run out. Clean. But it ain't done yet. Oh my God, I got a jinx and a half, don't I? Man, I didn't mean that, Jeremy. I'm sorry. Wow. Well, Ron comes to the table. With the dry break, he is lucky he's seeing this table. I got to be honest. I did not think Jeremy had a chance to miss that shot. Ron's got to work with that 3-7. He's got to try and get underneath it. Get that 3 or bust him out. So he's going to get an angle on that to get into it. Just pocket the ball. But that little cluster could be a headache. Here's a nice look. Good shot. Might be better. I mean, if you could really get control, you could come off this 5, but you got to hit the 7. You don't want to hit the 3 coming off that top rail. If you got to look at it like that, that's a good shot for the 5. If not, you got to hit this 2. Yeah, I want to hit that 7. Don't want to hit the 3. So it clips the 3 and it doesn't open up the 7. Gonna have to reload and go back at it. But it would have been real nice. He clips the 7. Got to go a couple extra steps now. So the 2-ball works too, but you don't have to hit the 7. You can now just move the 15, but I don't know how that angle falls. Like if you move the 15, it's going to hit the 7, but you don't need to move that completely. Free up the 7 a little bit better. You could play the, you know what? You could probably play the 3 ticky off the 9. I don't know if that's a good shot, but back rail, long rail into the 9 and off into the corner. I guess there's an angle there. Like this. Yeah, and I'll open up the 7. This is a good shot. This is 8-ball. I don't play enough 8-ball to see these unless I got to really look at the table. They see these shots like second nature. I found it, but it took me a minute. But he could ticky this long rail, right hand rail into the 9, and I'll open up his 7. I don't think he wants to try and get behind the 7. He can do whatever he wants, but I see that little shot there. He could ticky it off. And you could draw, So he's going to try and roll into the window. Yeah, he played that good shot. That's a good shot. Oh, God. That is a bad roll. Wow. It was such a pretty shot. I mean, it was simple for 8-ball players, but it's still pretty. But he got a nightmare roll. He could really show off his power stroke here. This 6-ball is dead pin straight enough to do a super duper stroke and get back down somewhere for this 7. Man, if he could draw to that chalk, he'd be a superstar. Chalk on the top rail? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he hits that spot, he's a super duper star. Thinking of maybe playing a safe. I'd at least take a shot at it. Like roll the 6 in, leave the cue ball on the bottom rail, challenge him. Roll it all the way down and challenge him. That ain't bad. That'll be all right. God forbid he hits it. Or he just plays safe, or bunts it up and makes you shoot at the 7-ball. I don't know. I don't like leaving the last ball before the 8 as my only ball. So he agrees. Not a bad shot. I just think it's hard to defend. I mean, if you really want to get into it, you could draw this in the top left-hand corner and draw out a scratch and get wild and like kind of power stroke it like 3 rails and try and catch it that way. But the cut's there also. I don't know. It's just a bad roll. Caught a bad roll on that 7-ball. Or the 9-ball rolling out. So he's going to dig into this side pocket, I think. So he floats it in. I don't know if he's looking at the 15-9 back cut type of extreme type of thing. He has a roll safe. But this is a tricky shot to control either way. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he tried a fancy shot. Tried to control both balls and have that 9 bounce up and help him with a snooker. But instead, he caught a double kiss type of thing, and he left a good shot to get up for the 6-ball, down for the 6-ball for Ron. Yeah, he left a nice position shot. Tough leave to leave, but so be it, right? Ron caught a bad roll. But now he's going to be shooting for this 8 ball. I think he's going to be fine. Straight in, bottom left-hand corner. That was a good match. I mean, a good game. I think he got robbed. He played a nice out. All right. Ron cuts into the lead for the Tailgators. See who's up next. Oh, looks like we got enough jump onto that next table. Take a look. There we go. Big movement. That's a big movement. Big Steve for the Tailgators. And we got Big Nate for the Pitbulls. I know Nate plays pretty good, so I assume that this Master Division, if they have guys Nate's level, everyone plays pretty good.
You guys are watching Omega Billiard TV, sponsored by Simonis, Acme, Diamond Tables, and Aramith Billiard Balls. Also, Omega, the alpha of billiards.
If you did want to get anything from that grill that's just outside the tournament room, they are going to close at 5:30 instead. So there's just about 30 minutes here till they close.
Okay, so we're all set for Steve. Gives a fist punt to Nate, and it's game on. So it looks like Steve likes to go into that little corner maybe, or is he going straight up? No, I think he likes to get a piece of that second ball. Look at this rack. I think I'll take stripes. Oh, man. Look at that thing. Well, if it wasn't for this lonely 13 ball up here on the bottom rail, I'm almost betting I run out, from stripes. Wow, what a weird break that is. Anyway, it was dry, and we have Nate. Pitbull Nate. This is almost like at Christmas. There's too many presents. You don't know which one to open up first. I was still... Look at this. No, it has to fit. He didn't mess this up, right? Okay. So I think he's got that back ball. I guess it fits. You could probably get a good safety out of that, too, if you get tied up. But he's got to pick these balls off like a drill you see on YouTube. And just come up table one, down table one time. As simple as it looks, it can be tricky. You got to miss traffic on the way out. He had to miss traffic on there. I'm talking about on the way down table. Eventually, you got to miss traffic maybe to get down this 13. But he kind of made his own traffic. He's still going to chop it in. Oh, he banked it. Okay. Ooh, now he's just letting the cue ball fly around. I think he's going to be all right. but man. 8-ball again, clear in the middle of the table. I don't know if Nate wants to draw back out to get the 11, but maybe a roll and play the 11 in the side. Yeah, he wants to draw back out or get to this ball. Yeah, now he's in trouble. I would have played the 11 somehow next. Fouled up to the top left. He would have got an angle on this 11 in the side. But, tough. Top left-hand corner will bring him down table. Good shot. Maybe he gets a roll here. The ultimate short side? Look at this. He might have a kick at it real nice. But this is like, he almost got really good short side. This kick's got a problem because he needs shape on the 8. And if he hits it real hard, he could kick it and really hit, maybe even make it and click off the 3. Oh boy. Well, you saw him point at the pocket. He wants the 1 rail, kick it. 2 rail, he's going to come 2 rails. So he's splitting a little difference. That's like a telltale sign when someone wants to go 2 railers. You know, as they say, hit it where it says go. Well, go figure. He gets a good hit. This is a weird rack. Might as well end that way. He misses it on the way in. Comes all the way back out for a good hit. Amazing. Ron's just a couple good position shots away from being connected dots. I think if he gets on the 2, he's home. Like, real good on the 2, he's home. I think he's good. So Tailgators, they're down 38-57, but Ron is still shooting, just digging into that lead. He got straight on the 5. He's going to just draw over. But with this, you want to make sure you keep your good angles. You know, you get straight on the 6, you're really, really good. You don't need no angles going away. I don't know if he's going to roll up for a side, but I think he draws the side and just control your draw. Draw it straight over. Don't let it leak. No. There you go. So not even a draw. He did like a half a punch. He had a nice angle and great shot. Well, Nate had a real beautiful table to get out and just lost his position on one shot, and it just kept getting worse and worse, you know. Get out of line, and normally those shots get harder until you finally do get back in line. So good shot, good shooting by Steve the whole game. Clean, even last game played clean. Gotta make the easy tables look easy. Whoa. Well, we sneak it in. Good out. Okay, next up. Team Canada. We got Giorgio. Giorgio's up. I don't know who he's playing from the Pitbulls, but we're on it. So we got an updated score, 48-64. Still in this second round. Plenty of pool left. He's playing Big Tom or Tall Tom. Trying to do nicknames in my head or on my notes so I could try and match up these faces. And that's Tall Tom in my notes. Giorgio is the beer guy. He was ordering beers as I asked him his name, and he said, ask someone else. he's taking a beer order. Okay. So it sounds like a dry break. Another open table. You got that 11. It does go, but when it sits on a rail, gotta just figure that might be better to go with solids. I don't have to deal with that rail. Solids, you got a shot where you don't have to move the ball. Like really go popping balls around. Like you get on F5, you don't have to hit nothing. Like if you had where the 2 ball is, if that was your cue ball, you got access to the 5. So I think there's an out with solids. Stripes ain't bad. I mean, you come off the 12 and everything's all right. I'm not saying it like it's impossible. I just think I like solids. He might drop right into this 5 ball pocket right now off of this 6. Nope. Okay, so I'm not sure, but he's got the 2. I'm not sure if that's the position he was playing for. Maybe a miss hit. Maybe he was playing for this 2 on the side, but if he get this 2 on the side, it works. All right, well, Tom flowed that 2, got a little bit of assist off that stripe 11. Still at the table. Now, that one little shot might have got him the game. That 5 ball, I guess the 1. But other than that, I think it's a couple position shots and ba-boom. Good shot. He's got the 5. Maybe you take it now. Maybe you got to get a better angle to come out of that little sharp little cut. Looks like if you cut it, you're going to hit the 12 and you would have to control that. So maybe not a good shot yet. The 1 looks like it might be a little snug. You need a real good angle on a 1. I figure you straight in on it. Let's hope it goes. You could shoot the 1. No dice. So he's got to try and control this tick off the 12 coming out or not hit it. It's a tough hit. Speed control, spin. Yeah, he controlled the tick. Nice. Nice shot. Look at it if he could drop down to that back rail and squeeze the 1. Past the 10, up the corner, down the corner. I think he can. I think the 1 goes. Look, and I think he's got room, but he's got to get good on it. It's like you can't cheat the pocket at all because of that 10 ball. But it looks like it goes by a mile from, like, if you stand where you stand, it looks like it goes by a mile. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Good shot. Turned it over a little bit towards the 1. This ain't easy because he's got to stay almost on this side. He can't really let this cue ball fly. He's just got to go 1 rail, back out, and shoot the 2 in the same corner, the 4 in the same corner, I would say. Yeah, from this angle coming in, from this 1 ball angle, it opens up. If you had to shoot it from the 15 ball side, it gets tight. But this coming in from this angle, 1 ball, where his cue ball is, it opens up. The other way, no good. Like tight. Not enough steam. He had to hit it with that kind of touch because he had the hold on this side for the 2 ball. But still, it seemed a little firm right from, wasn't going to make it right from the start. Like he underhit it. Giorgio don't mind. I'll tell you that much. Giorgio don't care. But this guy is out. I'm saying he's out. Tailgators still cutting into this lead. Pitbull is cruising. Last couple games, all Tailgators. stays down and strokes it in. Easy 8-ball, top left corner. Giorgio clean out with open table. Gets out nice and clean. That was a tough little way to lose for big, tall Tom. That ball could have went. So we got Big Ken back up for the Pitbulls. Let's see who's coming up for Team Canada, a.k.a. the Tailgators. All right. Big Steve up again. Here comes Ken to break. Score starting round 3, 79-64. Pitbulls lead. .15 lead. Rack or so. Hammers the head ball. Gets a couple balls to go. Love that 2 to stay up. So the 2 hangs up for him. So nice leading opening shot for solids, if you like. A ton to like about stripes. Also, he crushed that break. I think it'd be hard to get me away from these solids. I could just see, I'm going to make 3 easy. Well, he came up short on a 13, but he's got a million other balls to shoot at. But he wanted to get that 13 to get it off that corner where the 2 and 5 is. He could have, he wouldn't have to have another ball go near that pocket. Maybe still shoot it. Maybe it's worth still shooting this 13 to get it out of there. He got the 9. I think he should still shoot this 13. Even if you bump a ball, you got the 9. But it makes it where you can run out and you don't have to worry about that junk down there, that 2-5. Just one little shot. He's looking, but I think if he leaves it there, that's gonna pop up. Unless of course the 2-5 ain't there. Okay, so he's gonna spear into 14. Maybe he even draws back. Draws back for the 13. Either way, I just think the 13, that's sooner the better. But I'd treat that ball as like it's clustered up. Yeah, I want it like a problem. I want to get rid of it. Almost like it was a tied up ball. Same thing. Because this lines up good. He's got a good look at it. And he's got that 9 to save him. Good shot. I think it's the right shot. Okay. It's a good shot. Gets him on the 11. Keeps him away from that corner. Top left corner. He still ain't going near it. I think it's going to work out. You get real fancy and bump that 3 out of there. Really open up the 8 by rolling up on it. You know, forward instead of draw. Could have got fancy there. Really free up that 8 ball for the top right corner. Because right now, if he had the 15, you know, he would have to draw back a little bit to get to that 8 to shoot it where the 10 ball is. He would have bumped that little ball, 3 ball down or something, got out of there. He would have an easier access coming off of that 15. Trying to see if the 14 squeezed by. If it just sticks to 15, what's the 14 look like? I think it's clear. I wouldn't settle for that. I try and get better on something before I just settle for that straight in 14. I juice this, try and get for the side maybe. Okay, so he got it off the rail. Nice shot. Good shot. Now he's good. Nice shot. Yeah, a nice angle to get off the rail. Real nice clean out. Good pattern here by Kenny so far. Clean. Just got to roll up, clear that 3 ball. 10 ball, same corner. 8 ball, same corner. I think is the run out. I mean, it could fall where you get the 8 in the side or something, but 10 ball definitely in the same corner. Good shot. This could be a real nice run out. So an updated score from the secondary table, 86-74. Wow. Just took his eye off trying to hit that 8 ball window. He had a lot of room. Took his eye off it maybe. But everything else was clean. That was some out. Steve just looks like he just keeps walking into these open tables. His last rack was a dry break, and I know, same thing. Guy missed the ball late, and he just ran out all his soldiers. And in this game, same thing. This guy's got magic. Makes people miss. That was unfortunate. Kenny's sick, and I would be too. He had such a nice out. Hit every window he hit. Every spot he wanted to hit. Well, if it wasn't for 5 balls, okay, so that's 7 ball. If you want to take it now, this is the time to take it. It's a little bit of a back cut, but I don't know if he's going to get a better shot at this 7 than right now. You know, he would have to come off the 1 to the same type of area, right? If he shoots the 3 and then keeps that little angle on the 1 to go 1 rail, left long rail back towards the 7, he'd be kind of in the same spot. So you there? Shoot it. It's a tough shot, right? With that 10 ball hanging, saying, if I miss this, I'm going to lose. A little bit of a back cut, bottom right-hand corner. Here's the back cut. Whee. Those shots are tough. Those shots are tough, Steve. You rolled up on a bad angle, but I think you had to shoot it. Kenny gets second life. And he's got a march. Yeah, maybe side pocket. Yeah, sure. I like it. Nice, good shot. Close the distance. Get better on your 8-ball. That was a pretty good game. But Steve rolled up on a tough ball and had to shoot it. The wrong shot. Like the shot early, he didn't like it. Oh, well. Well, here we go. Who do we got up? We have Greg. Greg again for the Pitbulls. Still waiting on to see who's grabbing a cue for the Tailgators. But we have a new score updated. 96 Pitbulls. Tailgators 78. Just getting into round 3. Might be a player's break. Let's see if we could cut to that other table. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought that other guy went to the bathroom. Nope, we're still going. Who's he playing? He's playing Giorgio again. So, Giorgio and Greg. Greg is breaking. He's going head up on this 1 ball. Ba-boom. 1 goes right in the side pocket. Like it had eyes. Wide open table. Great break. Yeah, I think it's all day stripes. The 2 is funky going towards the 9. Never know if the 7 is, but the 2 is trying to make the 2 would be tight squeeze. So maybe stripes instead of solids. Hey, that 9-ball is a nice thing to see. Hang up. If it went in, I guess you're shooting a 10 anyway, but 12 anyway. Okay, got a nice bump. Got a nice bump. I think I like the 13. Free up that 8. Because I don't know if you could just stop. The 10's got a little angle to it. But he could get straight on the 10 for the bottom right-hand corner. Or the side. Let's see what he's shooting. 13. Easy ball. It should work. Yeah. I don't know. You know, it looked like he was like trying to get to that 10 ball, but He'll get to it soon enough. Now he's straight in. Now he could draw for the 8, top right. Yeah, he had a little different angle, but this one is perfect. One, stop shot, stop shot. Nice out, another nice out. That's our first break and run, I believe. But Greg did break and run that rack. Good break and good run out. So Tailgator's going to get into the lead. I mean, on the board, cut into the lead. Okay, looks like we got a second. We could cut to the second screen. Let's take a look at that next table there, Daniel. Pull that up for me. But we have Ron. No, we got Big Steve up. Big Steve and Jeremy to kick off round number 4. And going into start of round 4, we got 116 Pitbulls, 80 Tailgators. Big break by Steve. Big break by Steve. And he made a ball. I'm going to see if I could step out for 1 second.
Attention players, you have net to the back.
Steve starting off the 4th round for the Tailgators. Chooses stripes.
Take a little look.
All right. Thanks for the cover, Daniel. Looks like I didn't miss much. But it's looking like I'm walking into Steve's got stripes with a headache on the long rail left side. It looks like it does go down the rail in between that 1-2 gap that he would be able to cut it up the rail. We'll see. Ooh, he hit that fiber. I think he might have actually was coming right for that nice spot there. Bumping the 2 type of thing and falling into position. Wow, he was that close. Just caught a piece of that 5. I don't know if he's got to bank this ball. The cut might shoot him into the side. Like where you can't even draw out of it. Might have to bank to 12. I don't know if he could see the 15, but I don't think he can do anything with that. 12 ball, he's going to cut it in the top right. So it looks pretty steep where he's got to, like, be careful you don't scratch. It looks like a scratch. Or at least too close for me. Not sure. 12 top right corner. You know, the bank is there because he could protect the 2 ball with a smart bank. He could cut off the 5, and if he hangs it, he won't have the 5 in the corner. So, like, you could protect that. The only thing you'd be giving up is this 4 up top. If he banks it and kind of leaves it kind of right there. But this cut is steep. Yeah, it was on the scratch the whole time. He couldn't get his eye off it. But ball in hand for the old Pitbull, Jeremy. He got out pretty clean last time he was on the stream table. So he starts out with the 2 ball. It's 1-7 dead on. So I think he could go 1-7. He could go 3. He could go 4. But he played Poe for this combo. So he called 1-7. Hard to miss. Guess you could miss it, but it's just hard to miss. And that's going to open up to the pattern we all see. 2, 3, and then like some sort of 1-5 and finish it all up. We had a little update, 126.84. Got to start moving for the Tailgators. Got to put a move on. He took the other path. Already a big lead, and you got Jeremy just trying to pour it on. Jeremy looks warmed up now. He's hitting the ball clean. Haven't seen him miss a ball yet, but his stroke looks real clean this rack. This one will be a real one where you really got, you know you got good control of your cue. You could drop it right in. Dead straight. All right, got caught on the rail. We all know you don't want to be there. But a good stroke will get it down. Nice stroke, clean out. Good shooting by Jeremy from the Pitbulls. That was a pretty quick one. I think we could jump over to the other table once my partner gets his score updated. But we'll take a peek there. Thank you, sir. Get back to our main table. Giorgio has the break. Last time I think he really got a good break. Going off of that second ball break, yeah. No, he went head ball, but a little bit of a cut break off the head ball instead of the second ball. That's a good break, too. He smashed him up. Wide open table. All your balls have pockets. They have lanes. Solids look like you don't have to even bump a ball. Nothing. Solids opened up real nice. Okay, you got on the low side of the pack. You don't have an easy shot just walking up. I mean, the 2-ball, of course, is playable, but it's not easy. But he didn't get the best of bumps coming out of there. He messed up the 8-ball. You know, the 8-ball was clear just a second ago. Okay, he tries to get the tough 2-ball down, but he misses it. It's a tough shot. Nate's coming to the table. I think Nate is going to be all over this 14 ball. You know, I would have shot this 14 and free up that 8. Not that it's glued. But Nate's a quick shooter once he sees his pattern. He goes and gets it if he sees his pattern or he's got his plan in his head. Might have a slight angle to slide it over a little. He's trying to come all the way back and back out. Good draw, power stroke draw by Nate. He ain't going to be able to power stroke this one, I don't think. Hit the 8-ball. That's a good shot by Nate. Bumps the 8 for a dead shape. And it's straight in. He ain't going to have to move this cue at all. He wants to take a look, but he don't have to move this cue a bit. So Nate, quick run out, clean run out, little power shot. He's got a big stroke, but he makes quick work, adds to his Pitbull lead. Next up for Tailgators, we got Ron. Nope. Morgan. We're going to cut to the second table since they're trying to figure something out. Coming up for Tailgators, he's going to be playing Greg. He's sitting and waiting in his chair. So we got Ron going to bust him up. Okay, gets that cut break going, but nothing's falling. 146.88 Pitbulls. And the Pitbulls are at the table. All these guys are run-out players. Greg has been running out pretty clean. Takes solids. Ball spread out real good. Once he gets past this 2-ball, I'm sorry, this 4-ball, I mean, there's not much to it. This looks like it's so easy to play pool when they lay out like this. But you got to finish up strong on these racks because look at the other side. If you give up a shot, the stripes are just as easy. So it's got to make the easy racks look easy.
Okay, teams, as you were getting finished, if you're losing out in your second match, you can register for that sportsman division. You will be able to do it in your app. You click on the last match you played and scroll down over your register button. If you have any questions, come up here to the stage. We'll help you register for that sportsman division. If you are losing your second match, you want to play the next round.
Another clean out by Greg. He's going to push this lead even further. Good shooting by Greg. Good shooting. So a dry break by Ron leads to a clean out. Okay, so they're playing some quick games over here on table 8. We could even cut back now, right back and check out this. Women's still working hard over here.
Also, teams, as you're playing, remember, once you are mathematically eliminated and it is impossible for you to win the match, you can discontinue playing. Again, once it's mathematically impossible for you to win the match, you can end the match.
I think I saw Tom in the, yeah, here's Tom. Tall Tom for the Pitbulls. They're ahead pretty big here, 156 to 88. I think they're going to wait to see what happens on this other table before they break. So we're going to switch back over. Keep it these two guys look the same. Like that looks like Morgan too. Let's see. All right, so this is Andre. This is Andre's. I guess it's his first. You know, Andre pulled a sneaky one. He started wearing. He had a yellow shirt on. Now he put on his team shirt. When I first met him, I just thought he didn't have a team shirt, like he just made the team, or it's like tryouts before it comes official. But he breaks and scratches. That's Andre. He might have been playing. I've been calling him Ron. I'm sorry. You fooled me with that yellow shirt. These guys are pretty friendly. So hopefully they don't kill me if he's been playing. But definitely Morgan's on the other table. Well, Tall Tom has ball in hand behind the line. Pitbulls already got a lead, and I know you guys know how to do that scoring and all that, and I know there's a time where it's just mathematically where you can't win the match, and I know that you don't have to play those matches. We could be, and you would help me out, and I can't see the chat, so I'm sorry that maybe you're already telling me that they don't have to play anymore. But either way, these guys want to play. We're going to get them on the stream, and I'll call out their match. Ooh, that 9-ball. It bobbled about 8 times. Well, Andre's going to come to this table. I do believe it's still open. So it's still open if he wants to try and go stripes for some reason. But I like solids. Just, I don't like the opening shot for stripes. Even if you do the combo, you know, it's just something might glue up. I could shoot around that 9. You could probably draw into it now off the 5 if it's driving you nuts. You know, go and get it right now. Try and get out of it. There's the rip draw. You got a good angle for it. Drag it over. Nope. Wants to pick them off. You could play around it, sure. If it was bothering you, you could have got to it. This works too. I know we were peeking in on that table. We're not going to cut to it, but I'll tell you that Morgan shoot. He just made a 6-ball to get on the 8, and he's on the 8 pretty good. So I do believe Morgan. I know we're on this table, and Andre's doing busy work, but his teammates over there going to make an 8-ball for the Tailgators. I don't know what Andre. I guess he's got to deal with the 2. I don't think it goes even if he pockets the 6 and kind of. I don't think he can play the 2 in the same corner. So I think he's got to move and get behind it, get under it. Yeah, he gets under it. He gets under. He's got to look at it. It's a nice shot. It's just a little bit of a tough back cut, but if he does make it, he falls on this combo. So it's a good shot if he can get it down. Just a little bit. It was a sharp back cut. They're not easy. Covers the side pocket. I don't know if that does him any good, but he does have, he does have a hanger that this guy's going to go right at. This guy, Tall Tom. That's going to be pretty much all he needs to finish off this rack, I believe. Pitbulls play pretty strong. They got a full team of shooters. all play. 5 guys play solid. All right, they're pulling the plug on it. They're going to say, Pitbulls, you got us this time. So with that, I want to start closing out here. I am Scott Simonetti with Omega Billiards TV. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for listening. We're going to be coming back with more, but I'm going to let Daniel close you out. Thanks again for listening.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Omega Billiards broadcast of the VNEA World Pool Championships. Click that notification bell, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, and we'll see you soon.